Hello students. So happy to meet you all through this SGC online classes. In today's class we shall start with a new chapter. Already we have been discussing about various chapters. Even biotechnology was completed. Now we will be seeing through the chapter number 8 in your syllabus. This chapter deals with human health and diseases. We are going to see here. Human health and diseases. An important chapter which is which will be giving you around 7 marks in the board exam. So in the board exam, you can expect around 7 marks from this chapter. Even in NEET exam also, more than 3 questions are asked based on the chapter. So a single chapter which will give you some 3 questions in the NEET exam also. That is the weightage we can say about the human health and disease. In this lesson, we will be studying about various subtopics also. Regarding the subtopics, I will give you some idea here. What are the topics we are going to study in this lesson means. Here we will be studying about some common diseases related to human beings. We are going to study here. Common diseases related to human population we will be seeing. In addition to that, we will be dealing with immunity related to human health also. This is the time where we talk much about the immunity, the resistance power developed by human system, and how do we resist various diseases and pathogen, that is called immunity power. About that immunity, some ideas we are going to deal here in this another subtopic I can say. Thirdly, in addition to that, you will be learning some points related to AIDS also. AIDS is a communicable disease, acquired immunodeficiency disease or syndrome it is called. About that AIDS, how it is caused, what are the methods of preventing the AIDS, everything we will be studying here. In addition to that, some idea about the cancer also we will be dealing in this class. So cancer is the most one of the important or dreadful diseases which affect the humankind. So different types of cancer and how it can be cured, what are the methodologies involved in treatment of cancer, everything we will be dealing. Apart from this, there is a 5th subtopic related to this lesson also. It is related about the drug abuse and alcohol abuse we can see here. So drug and alcohol abuse it is called. Not about use, it is about abuse we are going to study. The word abuse refers to misusing or overusing of a particular material or substance we can say. So abuse of alcohol and abuse of different drugs, narcotic drugs they are called. About them, we are going to study in this lesson. So how they are going to affect our health, how to overcome them, from which are the plants or animals we get those drugs, everything we will be studying here. That is called drug and alcohol abuse. So students, 5 subtopics are included under this lesson called human health and disease. Let me start with the first subtopic here related to common diseases of human population. Before going in detail about common diseases, we must know the proper terminology, proper definition for the word health here. Okay. In old generation, otherwise in the previous age like that we can say, before that our ancestors they defined this word health with different beliefs and some ideas. Actually, balanced humor is considered to be the from the time of Aristotle or Hippocrates, like that we can say. Even in ancient times of Indian method of Ayurveda, like that, it was believed that balanced humor is responsible for this human health. Humor, it is H-U-M-O-R, we have to remember. It is not H-U-M-O-U-R. Okay, so balanced humor. What is meant by humor means, it is the body fluid, we can say. The body fluid present in the body, that is called humor. If any change happens in that body fluid, that is nothing but blood and lymph, we can say. That blood and lymph, they were believed to be what is that, body fluids or humor, they can be called. If any change happens in that humor, then it will be causing the disease in the human body. That was the ancient belief. But later, some of the scientists like William Harvey, we can say here, William Harvey, and other scientists, after the discovery of thermometer and other experimental tools like that, it was proved that there is a separate circulation of blood happening in our body. There are pumping organs which can help for circulation. Thermometer was used for measuring the body temperature, like that. So with normal temperature, how a person behaves. With fever temperature, like that, how a person behaves, why we get tired, why we get feverishness, everything. That was explained through experimental biology also. So William Harvey contributed as a pioneer in the field of health, we can say. He explained about the proof for circulation. Existence of circulation was proved experimentally by William Harvey, like scientist. Anyhow, based on all these things, later slowly this definition of humor was changing, getting changed. And now in the modern days, health can be defined as, the word health is defined as, with a definition. Please remember, in a lesson called reproductive health, we have seen the definition for reproductive health. This is about the general health we are talking here, normal well-being of an individual that can be defined scientifically. So how to define the word health? According to World Health Organization, how to define the word health we are going to discuss here. That means health can be defined as the state of well-being, we can say. A state of well-being related to physical, mental, and social points, we can say here. Otherwise, a state of physical, mental and social well-being of an individual can be considered as what is that? Health, according to World Health Organization. The state of physical, mental, social well-being of an individual is considered as health, general health, we can say here. Remember, the word of physical health refers to absence of diseases generally. Generally we think that it is absence of disease. Of course, that is not only the physical fitness we can say here. Not only about absence of disease, even it may be mental well-being of an individual. Mental well-being refers to absence of stress or absence of other mental problems like that. Psychological events, psychological problems, that is called mental or emotional well-being, it can be called. And social well-being is also considered as a good health of an individual. Socially, he must be able to behave properly with other individuals, other human beings, other population, also members of population. That is called social well-being, it can be called. So remember, the first 1 mark question we are learning here is, what is health? Question can be different. What is health? What is reproductive health? Anyway, it can be asked. Reproductive health is the mental, social and physical well-being with reference to reproduction. Here we are talking about the general health of an individual. Usually we believe that absence of disease, but not only absence of disease, it is the state of physical, mental and social well-being of an individual. That is considered as a health. Now let me explain you how this health is affected by various factors. What are the factors that affect our health that we are going to concentrate? Later we will go for common diseases like that. Make note of this point. Just let me continue within few seconds. Okay, students, you might have understood about the introduction related to this lesson, human health and disease. So what is here health means? It is a state of physical, mental and social well-being of an individual, we can say. Now the thing is, how this health is affected? What are the types of affected health like that we can say? You see, we human beings may be affected by genetic disorders in the first thing we can see. Our body can be affected by genetic disorders also. About these genetic disorders, we have seen in the lesson called Principles of Inheritance and Variation. There may be syndromes caused due to aneuploidy in the human chromosomes we have seen. It may be Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome like that, and we have studied some example. Even at the genic level, molecular level also, disorders can be caused in our body. It may be due to gene mutation, point mutation like that. We may be affected by sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria and Huntington's chorea like that, muscular dystrophy, various examples, hemophilia like that, we have seen. They are all coming under genetic disorders. These genetic disorders are inherited from the parents. They will be passed from generation to generation through the defective genes we can remember. Even you might have heard about gene therapy and all in the biotechnology chapter. This is one kind of factor affecting the human health. Secondly, there are certain diseases caused by pathogens also to the human body. Remember, pathogens may cause diseases in our body. These pathogens refers to any microorganism which will cause disease to human body. The microorganisms we can say, or otherwise any other organism, it may be a bigger organisms which can affect our health, they are called as pathogens. These pathogens are generally parasites which will affect the health of our body. They survive depending on the human body or human body as the host we can say here. These pathogens can be either a bacteria, it may be a virus, it may be some other worms like helminthus worms like that. Even some flies and amoeba like protozoans, they may also act as pathogen. They are called pathogenic diseases. So first kind of disorder are known as genetic disorder. They are inheritable from the parents. They can be transmitted to other generations also. Second one is pathogenic disorder, which are caused by some parasitic organisms. They may be microorganism or macroorganisms. We can multicellular like that. We can say here. About the pathogenic disorder and all, we will be seeing later. And how these pathogenic disorders can be cured. What are the treatments available for them? How to protect ourselves from the pathogens. All these things we will be seeing here. Thirdly, there are some disorders which are known as lifestyle disorders also we are going to study. Lifestyle disorders. The word lifestyle disorders refers to the human behavior based disorders it can be called. Due to lack of exercises or proper food or environmental conditions like that, our health may be affected by certain points like diabetes, certain disorders like diabetes, we can say, hypertension, we can say, obesity, we can say. Such type of disorders are called lifestyle disorders, we can say. So they are mainly based on behavioral pattern of an individual. Our food, nature of food we eat decide that point. And our lack of absence of exercises, absence of physical work, they decide this type of disorders. So, human health can be affected by three ways. Either by genetic mechanism, or by pathogens, or by our behavioral patterns or our behavioral mechanism, we can say. So, genetic disorders can be either chromosomal number or gene mutation they are caused. Pathogenic disorders are caused by parasitic microorganisms or macroorganisms, we can say here. And lifestyle disorders are like diabetes, hypertension, even some cancer and other things, they are included under lifestyle disorders. Now, whatever may be the type of disorder, they will be causing some symptoms, abnormal symptoms in the human health, we can say. So, what is a disease? Means, what is a disease? It is a kind of symptoms which will affect the functioning of a organ or organ system in our body. Yes, some kind of symptoms which will affect normal functioning of certain organs or organ systems of our body will be called as a disorder, we can say. The symptoms which will affect organs and organ system of our body can be considered as a disease in this case. Sorry. These symptoms will be affecting our digestive organs or digestive system itself. Some of the symptoms will affect our respiratory system, circulatory system, reproductive system, like that. Such kind of disorders or symptoms which will affect the normal functioning of human organs or organ system will be known as a disease, it can be called. Now remember, this disease can be of two types. Whether they are caused by genetical, pathogenic or lifestyle, that is different, lifestyle like that. But here, disease can be of two types which will affect the human body. Some of the disorders or diseases can be called as communicable diseases, we can say, communicable diseases. Others are called as non-communicable diseases, they can be called. Communicable diseases are one group of diseases. Non-communicable diseases are another group of diseases affecting our body. Communicable diseases are otherwise called as infectious diseases also. They are also known as infectious diseases. They will be infected, they will be transferred from one person to another person, we can say. It may be common cold which get transmitted from person to person. It may be flu-like fever. Even now we are talking about that this COVID or coronavirus like that. They are all communicable diseases. That's why we are asked to maintain social distancing. Otherwise, having some mask and other things. These are all preventing the methods of communicable disease. So certain diseases are communicable. Some diseases are transmissible from person to person. Such type of diseases are called infectious or communicable disease, we can say. There are other group of diseases which are non-communicable, we can say. When a person suffers due to diabetes, he need not communicate it to another person who is maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So it is a lifestyle problem, I told you. If a diabetic person need not transmit his disease, a cancer patient need not transmit his disease. They are not transmitted from person to person. So there are two groups of diseases depending upon method of their spreading, we can say. Either it may spread from person to person or it need not spread from person to person. Those which are spreading from person to person are called communicable disease or infectious disease, we can say. Example, common cold and even what is that, AIDS is a communicable disease. Corona, you can write, they are communicable diseases. They are transmitted from person to person. But non-communicable disease means a non-infectious disease. Most of the lifestyle disorders are non-infectious, we can say. So they are not transmitted from person to person. It is due to human, whatever it is, own lifestyle behavior and all these things. So students, there are three groups of reasons, three reasons for getting health affected. One is due to genetical disorder, another one is due to pathogenic and lifestyle disorder, we can say. Even genetic disorders are not communicable disorders. They are transmitted, they are inherited, but they are not communicated from person to person. Contemporarily, it won't be spreading. It will be spreading vertically from the parents to the children, children to the grandchildren, like that. But pathogenic disorders are most of them are communicable. Mosquito or plasmodium causes this malaria means it is a communicable disease. From person to person, when mosquitoes infect, there will be infection of this disease also. So infectious disorder are most of them are pathogenic in nature. So students, so far I told you what is a health and what is a disease also. A disease can be a group of symptoms which will affect the normal functioning of organ or organ systems of our body. The group of symptoms which will affect the organs or normal functioning of organs or organ systems will be known as disease. It can be called. The disease can be of two types, either communicable or non-communicable, we can say. So, this is regarding a disease as well as how it is caused means either by genetical mechanism or by pathogenic conditions or by lifestyle behavioral pattern like that. So, make note of this point. We will further continue some more introduction related to health of human beings. Please make note. Okay, students. Let me deal with some of the conditions which will affect the human health, we can say. Conditions that affect human health, we can see here. Conditions that affect human health. There are 4 or 5 major types of conditions which affect the human health in our day-to-day life, we can see. The absence of balanced diet can be responsible for one of the important conditions affecting the human health. Absence of balanced diet. Balanced diet means the food which we consume should have proper quantity and quality of all the nutrients in it. You might have heard this word nutrients in the lower classes. These nutrients can be carbohydrates, it may be proteins, it may be lipids, vitamins, minerals. They are all different type of nutrients which we consume. These nutrients should be in quantitatively and qualitatively properly available to our human body. That availability is called a balanced diet, it can be called. Suppose if there is a nutrient deficiency, you might have heard in lower classes like what is that, xerophthalmia or night blindness we can say, or scurvy-like disease, kwashiorkor, marasmus, like the various deficiency, nutrient deficiency diseases will cause the disorder or it will affect the human body, human health also. So they are mainly called nutrient deficiency. Maybe minerals like iron, even potassium, sodium like that, either their deficiency or their overoccurrence, both can be affecting the human health. That's why we should have a balanced diet. A balanced diet means it must provide us quantitatively and qualitatively proper or sufficient nutrition for nutrient for our body. That is one point which will affect the human health. The absence of balanced diet, it can be. Similarly, absence of physical exercises may also cause disorders to the human body. It is called physical exercises, we can say. Due to the advancement in science and technology, due to the absence of locomotion or movement in our body, we suffer due to various type of disorders in our health. It may be joint pain, we can say. It may be the headache or other thing, even what is that, eye disorders, we can say. These are all due to absence of exercise, proper exercises, it can be called. Obesity has become the greatest enemy of human health, which is caused due to lack of health or lack of exercises, we can say. So there is different kind of exercise. It may be yoga or it may be other physical fitness, even simple walking and jogging, they provide us good health. So maintenance of inner systems, internal organs properly is depending upon exercises. Exercises remove the toxic waste from our body so that good health can be maintained. The person who does not perform regular exercise will be affected by health disorder. That is a compulsory point we can remember here. Lack of exercises. Good environment also become one important factor or condition which will affect our body. Lack of good environment, absence of good environment, we can say. Environment refers to the atmosphere in which we live. When the environment has got polluted air in it, it will affect the performance of our lung, we can say. When the water which we drink is having some pollutant in it, water pollutant, or it has got some contaminants, effluents, or some waste materials in that, it will affect the health of our body. Our kidney will be affected, our tissues will be affected due to the accumulation of those toxic materials. So good food, good air and good water, they are all obtained from the environment only. They are called natural resources, we can say. These natural resources will also maintain the quality of our health. When we live in a polluted environment for a long duration, we will be suffering due to some disorders like asthma, we can say. It may be due to the dysentery-like conditions. All these things, they are depending upon the environment. Proper environment proper atmosphere becomes one important condition for maintaining the health. In addition to that, the human health, it can be affected due to some other psychological, otherwise behavioral problems also. Behavioral process will be mainly affecting the mental health of an individual. Feeling a stressful life, leading a stressful life will affect our health. And leading what is this behavioral condition means having a negative qualities like jealousiness or thinking bad about others like that, always planning to hurt others. These things, they will affect our human health also. So whether the opponent person is getting hurt or not, we will be hurted, we will be facing the problems, consequences due to negative thoughts. So presence of negative thoughts and other behavioral, mental behaviors, they will be affecting the health of the human being also. It has been clearly proved that the state of mind and the health of an individual are correlated with each other. Psychosomatic disorders, they are called. The psychology of a person is responsible for health of the person also. Automatically, when we are in stressful condition, automatically our blood pressure increases, our blood flow increases, and we get angry and emotional misbehavior. Everything is caused due to that condition. That is called behavioral or psychological problems. So remember, mental health is affecting the physical health also. That is why our ancestors suggested about practice of meditation and other kind of exercises also. This will be affecting or maintaining the quality of our health. That is behavioral pattern we can see. Behavior, lack of proper behavior or positive thoughts, absence of positive thoughts and other things, they will also have effect over the health of the human being. So remember, it may be due to absence of balanced diet. I am talking about absence here, and absence of physical exercises, absence of good environment like that. In addition to this, even personal hygiene will also be responsible for causing the disorder, we can say. Personal hygiene, absence of proper personal hygiene will also be responsible. Maintenance of a body in a clean condition is called personal hygiene. Taking bath regularly and living in a proper environmental condition and maintaining the fingertips and even mouth or other parts of the body, including reproductive organ, that is called personal hygiene. So a person should be very clean and more hygienic in his regarding his health also. Otherwise, it will cause various type of skin disorders. They will give lack of personal hygiene, not maintaining proper personal hygiene, that will create several problems in the health. Even for example, chewing of gudka or other drugs, that will affect the personal hygiene. Oral health of the person will be affected. And reproductive hygiene we are talking, they will cause itching sensation, they will cause skin disorders and other problems with related to human health. So these are major 5 reasons which will affect the human health. It is absence of balanced diet, absence of proper exercises we can say, even environmental conditions also influence our health here. Behavior pattern of an individual, absence of personal hygiene, they are all affecting the human health. These are the conditions which affect the human health we can say. So this is the introduction related to this lesson. I told you so far about what is a health definition given by World Health Organization. It is the state of physical, mental and social well-being of an individual. Then I told you what is a disease also. Then I told you the types of disease means what? It is a symptoms, a group of symptoms which will affect the normal functioning of either an organ or an organ system of our body. There are diseases caused by genetical problems, behavioral problems, and what is that, pathogenic infections like that. If the disease could spread from person to person, it is called a communicable disease. If it is not spreading, it is called a non-communicable disease. Then I told you various conditions which will affect the human health. Remember, it is absence of balanced diet, absence of exercises, and absence of good environment, even what the behavioral pattern and absence of personal hygiene, they are responsible for affecting the human health. Let me further continue after a few seconds. Just make note of these points. Okay, students, let me continue now. With various types of common diseases that affect the human beings. Of course, related to genetic disorders, we have studied in separate chapter. Behavioral pattern is related to the psychology and the willpower of an individual. We are not going to deal much about that. But pathogenic diseases we will be dealing here in this lesson detail. So, as an introduction, common pathogenic diseases I am going to tell you here. Of course, a detailed pathogenic disease we will see later. Some of the common pathogenic disorders we will be dealing with. As far as common pathogenic disease, already I told you what is a pathogen. Any organism which will cause disease in our body is called a pathogen. Disease causing organism is a pathogen, we can say. That a disease causing organism may be a virus like our COVID virus, novel COVID virus we are talking. It may be a bacteria also. The disease causing pathogen may be a bacteria also. It may be a protozoan also. You know protozoan, they are unicellular organisms we have studied. Even some of the fungi may also affect the human health. They will cause fungal diseases, fungal disorders. In addition to the fungi, some of the worms will also affect the body. Worms are also annelids we are getting, parasitic worms, they will also affect our body. So these are all various groups of organisms which act as a pathogen in our body. Remember one point, why pathogen should affect the human body? That's the main question. Why a bacteria should affect the human body? Why a fungi should live in the human body? It is for their survival, we can say. They need an environment, they need a habitat for their survival. That habitat is chosen as the human body, we can see. They get proper environment, proper habitat in the human body. That's why they are able to affect the human health and cause the diseases. Due to their parasitic mode of life, we are getting affected, but they are getting benefited in this relationship. Remember, so parasites get benefit and host gets the problem, harmness due to this problem condition. This is called a parasitic relationship or otherwise pathogenic relationship we can see. Of course, not that all the viruses will be dealing with the human host only. Some of the viruses may affect plants also. Some of them may affect bacteria also. You have heard about bacteriophages. Bacteriophages are able to affect bacteria and cause disease. Similarly, when you come to bacteria, not that all the bacteria will be acting like pathogens in our body. Some of them can be useful bacteria. They lead a symbiotic life in our body. They are also present. We are talking about pathogens now. There are some protozoans which affect the human body, not all the protozoans. Such organism which will cause disease in our body will be known as a pathogen. Remember, for their survival, these pathogens will have some adaptations also. Pathogenic adaptations are an important field of study in biology, we can say. They have certain adaptation, they have certain modification in their body. They should not be affected by our enzymes or digestive juices, we can say. When we eat bigger organisms like chicken or mutton and other things, we are able to digest them. But when some viruses and bacteria enter into our body, we are unable to digest them. We could not digest them, they escape from our digestive enzyme. So that is called one adaptation, we can say. They have to adapt themselves for our body temperature. Normal body temperature, average body temperature, they should withstand. They have to fight against our immunal power. We have immunity, naturally provided resistance power. These pathogens must overcome that immunity or resistance power. Then only they are able to survive in our body. Not only this one, that is called adaptation and further survival. Not only the adaptation, these pathogens will affect different organs of our body also. Some of them are able to affect our intestine or digestive organs. Some of them will affect our respiratory system. Some will affect our reproductive system. Some will affect our muscles, lymph nodes, like that. So depending upon the organ they affect, they will be leading the life in our body. They will be surviving in here. In this lesson, common diseases I am going to talk here. Due to viruses, we will be studying about 2 or 3 major types of common diseases. It may be common cold, it may be like a flu like that, or it may be AIDS and other things. We will be studying here viral disorders. There are some bacterial disorders we are going to study here. Common dysentery, loose motion it is called, or dysentery, about that we are going to study. Entamoebic dysentery, amoebic dysentery, it can be called. Even about the protozoans, or even in bacteria, Streptococcus pneumonia we have studied, which will affect our respiratory system. About the typhoid, we will be studying regarding bacterial disease. So some bacterial disease, some viral disease we will be dealing here. Regarding protozoans, one important protozoan is called Plasmodium. You might have heard. That Plasmodium is a type of protozoan which will be affecting our red blood cells, or it causes malaria in our body. So malarial fever is caused by Plasmodium infection. It is a type of protozoan, I can say. This malarial Plasmodium is transmitted with the help of vectors. Remember, mosquito is acting like a vector acting for transmitting the malaria. Vector means a vehicle which will transmit the pathogen. So some of the pathogens need not infect our body directly. They will be entering into our body through some other organism. That organism which will bring the pathogen is called vector. So mosquito is not causing malaria. It is transmitting the malarial parasite called Plasmodium. So which causes malaria actually? It is Plasmodium. It is a type of protozoan. Even I told you about the Entamoeba, amoebic this one, Entamoeba histolytica or amoebic dysentery. That also comes under protozoans one. So some bacterial disorder, some protozoan disorder we will be studying. There are certain fungal disorders also which will affect our human skin, we can say. Mainly in the skin we will come across different colored patches or ring-like structure. Ringworm disease it can be called. Dandruff affecting our health or scalp of the head we can say. Even the ear infection like that they are caused by fungi. So fungal infection we are going to study. How many types of fungi, what are causing which disease, that list we will be seeing in the later classes. Even worms are also responsible for causing the disease in human body. Those worms are commonly referred as helminthus worms we can say here. They may belong to platyhelminthus or some ascaris, platyhelminthus are round worms, flat worms like that. Even annelids, they will be causing the disorder. Worm infection it can become. So, regarding pathogenic disorder, we will be studying in the later class. With this, let me complete this lecture, introduction for this chapter here. So, I told you what is a health definition, I told you what is a disease, and how many types of diseases are there, how they are caused. Then you know what are the conditions which will affect our human health. Around 5 conditions like absence of balanced diet, absence of good environment, behavioral pattern of the individual, and absence, lack of exercises we can say. All these things, you know, they come under what is that conditions. Then I told you about pathogenic diseases also. Various pathogens. What are pathogens? Any organism which will cause disease is called a pathogen. So about 5 to 6 types of pathogens we are going to study. I will start it in the next class related to these pathogens. Then we will go for some of the diseases like immunity, environment, immunity. Okay, let me stop. Thank you.